What's up, guys? It's Mr. Javid, and today we're back on the Pokemon Showdown server for your Uber Sunday, guys. I have successfully uploaded every day in a week. It's been a long time since that's happened, and you guys have just been killing it with the team building love, man. And it brings me back to the good old days. That's the vibe I'm getting, and I've been even getting comments and PMs like, "Jam, making me want to play Pokemon again." And that's what I was hoping. I had to do a little reflection as to, this happens every now and again, like, why am I still uploading whenever I get stuck into a groove and I have to refresh it and be like, listen. And then the energy always shifts, and it always is shown in the comments, because that's how or the academy now, because that's how I communicate with you guys the most. But yeah, I would like to shout out Eclipse Y. So if you don't know about the star system, my man hit 3-star tier by topping the ladder in OU, and even left the RMT. So go in the description below to get that team. I'd like to shout out my man Devin, our competitive head. He's the one who helped put together the first Academy Premier League, and he won his first SPL game today. Straight dominance. I'm very, very proud of his growth. And so the Academy had a great weekend. Just more great things to come. All right, I'm on the wrong alt. Also, shout outs to Poiripi. My man passed me this Uber team a while back, so it has a very cool Palkia set that I think is cool. I'm gonna be using that. He did make a miscalculation though in saying that Kyogre beats everything except Dougie, which I can overwhelm Ferrothorn here. Especially with using Palkia to lure Ferrothorn and Aurasphere. Ferrothorn is always pesky, primarily because it does not can't stop Leech Seed. Ducktree is very cool here because it actually traps the Zekrom, and it forces it not to lock itself into electric move, which I'm pretty susceptible to. If I can weaken and remove Ferrothorn, or weaken and knock and remove Veltal, which shouldn't be too difficult. What's my rocker? Cells Rock Dougie, yeah. Mid. I'm not the biggest fan of that, but I guess I understand the rationale. Veltal has a lot of leverage in this game, like a lot. My biggest issue is the fact that I don't want Zekrom just outraging right away. I don't deal too well with that. So phase 1 is gonna be messing him up, right? This could be Rocks, Necrozma, it could be Toxic. If he commits to either of those, it opens up Kyogre a little bit more, not too much. But primarily it's gonna open up once. This is one of the few things my Necrozma can't beat. So I get the burn, the show Stealth Rocks, and he's likely just going to Morning Sun or Thunder Wave, which actually doesn't help him. So what I'm gonna do is condition him here, because eventually he'll have to go for either the hacks, or he's gonna have to go for Moonlight. What's his point? Moonlight on a turn. I guess he doesn't get how this works. Thankfully, this actually that was the best turn to get the defog off, because now Veltal is not even a ho counter though, bro. And this is a big deal because I'm max defense, so I never lose to a Veltal ho. Spadef, if you're new to Ubers. Shout outs to, I forgot his name, but he was like, I've never played Ubers, and I love Uber Sundays. I love people like those. Shout outs to him. I'm actually max Spadef Palkia, so I'm taking nothing from these Kyogres. But as I said, for Necrozma to do what Necrozma is gonna do, at this point all I need is Ferrothorn weakened. So I need knock, but oh my goodness, that's annoying. That's frustrating. That's frustrating. I really wanted that Toxic. As I said, Necrozma, Toxic Veltal would allow Necrozma to go crazy. Very surprised by the Calyrex. That made sense to do. Though you're significantly weaker, and since you're a knockoff Vel, all I'll need to do is get you to knock. I figured Ferrothorn would come in eventually, but this is likely Spikes. But this is what I meant, like Ferrothorn being annoying. You Leech Seed or Spike, yeah, but now you gotta switch out And it's a question of who you want to get burnt. I'll take anybody. I'll take anybody. He might stain. He seems like the type. But I'll take anybody on the burn. Of course. He's the type to set up here. Yeah. What? I ate that, but he's max defense, so he's not doing shit. That's frustrating that we didn't get the Sacred Fire off. You can see how much of a difference that would have made. But since Xerneas is gone now, yeah, the Leech Seed. But again, the no drawback Sacred Fire will always come out. Yeah. So upside, I get to get rid of Veltal's choice specs here most likely. I doubt he is foul play. Oblivion Wing is no drawback. Yeah. Cause he's gonna just, I'm doing 32%. Is this even an HP invested Ferrothorn? The Ferrothorn is gone. You saw how much Paris he's gotten. Like, that's the only reason he's even had a shot in this game. But something that's important is, you know, if this is like a Dragon Dance variant, right? I could have considered that a little better and actually switched to Ho-Oh, because Zekrom's natural bulk allows for it to survive Dugtria's EQ, and I don't have Memento. But what I can do is potential speed tie with Kyogre, depending on what his is, and I can potentially force him to lock himself into Outrage / Dragon Claw. It's probably Outrage, if I'm honest. I mean, it's probably Dragon Claw. This is not good. I actually should have thought about this part a little bit more. This is sloppy. If he is Dragon Dance, so I have to win that speed tie, which, I mean, after all of the para hacks is, you know, we at least deserve a speed tie. Don't you guys agree? At least a speed tie. What don't I need? I'll go Pulk. I don't need that. So he substitutes, which is good for us because we get to Roar. So perfect. Now he's with now he's within Dougie range. I'll Toxic because the Ferrothorn coming in at 21% is Aura Sphere range based on which he took from Oblivion Wing. I know he's gonna knock, so at least we get that Toxic there. I might die to this second one. I don't know why I thought I was gonna go for Recover there. Like, I literally in my head said, oh, I'll just Recover here. Knockoff Foul Play. This might be AV, or it could be Roost. No, Sucker. To me, you don't ever knock because of the risk of my Veltal losing his item. I know what I'll do. So he foul plays, which wouldn't have killed me, but so he's shown U-turn. I'll position back because what I'm trying to do is not have that Zekrom get a free switching again, not until I can trap him. So Specs Calyrex. What do these run? I'm not too concerned about the Calyrex because I have a Kyogre, but and a Scarf. Don't have two Scarfers. Yeah, Vela's fine. Cause he's in a barrage. Yeah. Zekrom's at 78. Yeah, it's no drawback knock. If he goes Zekrom, I just knock spam. Well, actually, Yeah, I knock spam because he only gets to use two. Again, because of Scarf Kyogre, I'm not overly concerned about. Yeah, GD, but you can't DD again in Dougie traps, which is great. He does DD again. I mean, he had to, but I had Sucker on Dougie and I had Earthquake, so it wasn't gonna work. But I mean, you go for what you can, right? So yeah, Necrozma, no drawback. Yeah, and then that's just a kill. So yeah, this that Zekrom I didn't assess properly because I forgot that Zekrom just has a ton of defense. Like Zekrom's defense is like ridiculous. I'm not even gonna let you get any kind of mileage. That did a lot. I'm a ho-oh. That did a ton to me. But at this point, all I need to do is get this Sacred Fire off. I'm more defensive. Oh, we finally connect the move. Yay. And so let the party begin with this Kyogre here as we hit him with this young spout. We're just above that speed tier. Can you believe? I'm choice scarfed. And, you know, it's not even drastic how much faster than him I am. Just barely. So let's hit him with this young Rain. Of course, we get DDoSed. Let's spit on him real quick. Nah, that sounds mad insulting. That's really what Water Spout is. My man's just spitting on him through the spout. GG. My man's spitting on him through the spout. How disrespectful. But hey, I don't make the rules. I just use the Kyogre. But very cool. You know, Ferrothorn is not. They don't really Eternatus because Ferrothorn doesn't even counter Specs Kyogre. Unless you're a Blissey. With Utility Umbrella or a Spidef Eternatus, it's very difficult to counter that. Or Gastrodon to a degree. It's very hard to counter it. So, excuse me. Or like Spidef AV Ludicolo. Ludicolo actually has solid Spidef stats, so you know it's actually not too bad. For 1565, I'd like some higher opponents, but he's super weak to water, which is going to make a big difference in Palkia and Kyogre's situations. And he loses to Ho by itself. Like, unless he leads with the Kyogre, which, if that's the case, Palkia comes in, and then I probably KO or 2-KO him on with Surf, as you're going to see that play out. And then Dugtrio can trap and sweep a lot of his team. So the combination of Ho-Oh, Vel, because the thing that can threaten Ho is Ho, Palkia, and Veltal are probably unbeatable. So phase 1, Genesect. I mean, that works too. No drawback Toxic here, rather than trying to burn the Kyogre, because the Sacred Fire is not going to do any damage, and then, you know, burning him. So he might commit to Thunder. The problem with committing to Thunder is that Dougie can trap you, so I'm pretty sure he does commit to Thunder. Does get the para. This is where I said the Surf is going to come in. Hopefully we just not get full parried. Nice. That's Dougie range. Zacian there. If he wild charges, my Ho-Oh is damn near max defense, so very little risk. We roost here on a potential wild charge or to pivot back to Kyogre. But now you have no rain. And so the Palk is back. He keeps thundering though. As you see, I take 0. Nothing. And we just continuously surf. Nice. That's offensive Veil, which is great news for Necrozma, because at this point, I just need, what's my item? Leftovers? I don't think I one-shot Calyrex, because I'm actually like a slow Necrozma. Well, I thought I was, what am I, what's my spread? Because that looks like no attack investment, or some EV is missing. Necrozma. Oh, I have like heavy speed. Okay, that's why I chewed up on that Xerneas like that. I thought I was max attack, so I was surprised the Xerneas lived. But yeah. So at this point, Ho is always gonna be, considering he doesn't have a rocker. Oh my god, guys! I swear, I promise you, man. This actually, since he has no rocker, I can play around with this a bit. I want Ho-Oh because, as I just said, Ho-Oh is the man. And I have Toxic on this and Oblivion Wing, so no drawback. He's gonna Oblivion Wing spam, but I'm Spadef. Interesting. Maybe Toxic here. Because it covers him repeatedly trying to Oblivion Wing. Yeah. And so we just Oblivion Wing back. He should get enough to where we get it back. So we're at 50. And he's at 50. Life Orb. And 28. Oh, actually, that didn't give me that much back. I'm still outside of range of anything. But that's annoying. For sure. Does Wild Charge this time. Makes sense. But at this point, I want my Ho-Oh back, my Veltal back to health that I'm comfortable with. It's probably Thunder again. Palkia has done its damn job though, but now Calyrex is a little more annoying than I'd like. Pheromosa is in, which gives Ho-Oh a free regen, so I'm grateful for that. Unless it's Shockwave. Okay, that's free regen. Ho-Oh's regen is such a phenomenal ability. As he actually goes to Calyrex on my Ho-Oh, which screams, oh, I'm choice specs and I don't care. I don't care. Okay, since you don't care, I'm gonna just roost. Because he should sack Zacian Draining Kiss. Interesting. So you're not spexed. Okay, I'll just knock here. Unless you're Sash. Doesn't matter because, we have Kyogre. Should win at this point, barring Genesect. Oblivion Wing here. Get a little bit of health back. Veltal has done its job now, so I no longer need it, and Ho-Oh beats everything else. And so, we talk a lot. I'm not as calculated in my Uber vids. I really didn't even need to switch there. I just know Genesect can't touch Ho-Oh, but if he exploded there, max defense, Ho-Oh doesn't die. But let's see Kyogre do some things here. I'm generally, especially this gen, I think last gen I was, what? He's Scarf. Okay. So they got me there. Got me. So Pheromosa is in. Poison Jab. I don't blame you trying something. I don't blame you trying something. And obviously the only way he could do anything is with a Douse Drive. Blaze Kick, yeah. Oh man, get it together. My man's getting crits. Like, how are you getting crits in rain and I'm not hitting Flame Sacred Fire, bro? Oh, get it together. But yeah, I think this gen's definitely dropped a notch on just how tactical you have to be in Ubers. Did I just play this guy? No, the other guy was like 1400. Very cool team. I'm not sure what to expect, which is exciting. Shout outs to Arctic as well. He left a very cool message that I liked, and it really provided some perspective. He said that I appreciate the constant reminders of that losing is good, because we went into a game and he felt excited about the fact that he wasn't sure what was about to happen, rather than dreaded and, oh man, what is the the losing is good mentality is starting to set in. And losing is good is ultimately building you up to winning, because when you stop viewing losses as something bad, you go into it with excitement. Okay, what am I about to learn? I'm about to get better, because I won't fall for that trick again. And so when you feel like losing is bad, you quit within the first 3 losses. Oh, my Pokemon isn't for me, and blah blah blah, excuses. So I really liked that. I'll just say that. I really appreciated that. Zekrom's gonna go crazy in this one. Crazy stuff in this one. Very interesting. I'd really like to just go for, yeah, that's exactly what I didn't want. I did not want him to Magic Coat. So I'm going to make a big brain play. I'm a Toxic. The reason I'm toxicking is now I can defog spam, or so I thought. Okay, play wasn't as large brained as I thought. Now, Ho-Oh in this game is nice for Calyrex, but I can't have a sleeping Ho-Oh versus a Zekrom coming in for free. So, okay, I'll give you your sticky web, but I'm gonna bluff this offensive Palkia. So you're thinking now, okay, I'm gonna go Frostlass because this Palkia is a monster, and let's see, these run Destiny Bond Taunt. He could commit to the spikes. I'll Toxic first. You wouldn't taunt this turn. Thank you. So now you're in a situation where you're like, okay, I'm open to bonding, but I can't stop the taunt. So what I'm gonna do is Toxic again on the taunt, because he should taunt here. Because what I'm trying to do is not have him have a Destiny Bond opportunity. So he taunts again. Cool. So now he sees my Palkia set. That Necrozma is super important, but I can win without him. That's the downside of showing Aura Sphere. But I mean, you're just assuming that I don't have a dragon move. Like, to me, you always dragon move here. Because what if I have a dragon move? Unless this is a super common set. With Vel and... I think I can't have this set up for free. Yeah, I think that was a horrible play. I think that was like, if I had Dragon, if I had Spatial Rend there, you just dropped. You know? But it worked out in that situation. Well, actually, no. Because I forgot Sticky Web was up. No, it was still a bad play to DD. Because you can't one-shot Necrozma. Unless you're Life Orb. If he's Life Orb, then... Yeah, if it wasn't Life Orb, then I'd have taken... Because Zekrom doesn't have good Spadef. So I would have taken... From a Palkia, you'd have taken at least 80. And then Sucker Punch Vel is a Pokemon. But now I'm destroyed by Zekrom plus Sticky Web. Again, unless Palkia's Roar set is common, then that was just super high risk, low reward. Unless he felt like, oh well, I wish I had but the Roar saved us in the last game. I do wish I had the Dragon Stab. But if he has a team like this, I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna keep it this way, because otherwise, you know, Zekrom is a bitch. I didn't expect Yawn, so we learned something from that. Yeah. Spatial Rend there would have made that Zekrom do absolutely nothing. Yeah, I'm trying to think how he would, because I'd go Dougie. At that point, he'd be in Sucker Punch range because how much Spatial Rend does to the average Zekrom. Yeah. Though he took a lot less from Earthquake than I expected, but I'm not invested, which makes a big difference. But, you know, you live, you learn. Now I know what Sticky Web versus Zekrom does in this matchup. And I'm impressed with Zekrom's resilience. The fact that it can do something versus me. Eternatus is an interesting pick. He's super Vel weak, so I don't think it's in his best interest. He's super both Necrozma weak and Yveltal weak, but I have no choice but to scout a Toxic here. He could commit to the Flamethrower. If so, so be it. What I'm gonna do first is Sunsteel Strike. He goes Goth. hard, which implies that he thinks that, look how I'm gonna get him. I might sweep him here because he's gonna charm here, and then he's gonna rest like cosmic powers. So he's gonna rest here, thinking that he has the upper hand. Yeah, he doesn't. He doesn't have the upper hand. So now he's gonna lose a Mon. Unless he wants to go to Ditto. Yeah, no respect, bro. Come on. Right. So now I get his Goth, which is a big deal for Palkia, primarily. I mean, he could go to his Necrozma, but it's just not gonna really help. We just EQ here to not waste any more Sunsteel Strikes, though. You know, it's important for a Veltal. But now we just go back to Ho-Oh here. No drawback. This allows for us to get a Sacred Fire burn on that Veltal, which opens up Ditto. So if Sunsteel Strikes, which I disagree with, don't get the burn though. Obviously, he does not want that Necrozma coming back in, especially after he's shown Toxic. Huh. He might be Shed Shell. Don't see an item. I mean, otherwise, what would you be? Alright. Ho is really important, especially if his Necrozma is the same as mine, which I doubt because he doesn't have another rock option. But as I said, Ho beats everything on his team. So I always he can Flamethrower if he has the cojones. As long as he doesn't burn me, we good. As we Sunsteel Strike here. My defogger is Ho-Oh. I don't want to waste 2 Sunsteel Strikes. Veltal made sense there, but my logic here is my Vel isn't my defogger, so he's gonna knock, and I'm going to knock, and I'd end up way better off than he does. Especially if I get him to Wild Charge here. Yes, these. Don't think that would have killed Neck. It's relevant because, you know, Kyogre and stuff, but we don't need Palkia here. Let him Wild Charge. We roar here. No, there's no point in roaring. Just let him attack. Yeah. And so now this opens up. Pretty sure you die. I don't know Zacian. I'm used to Zacian Crown. I don't know Zacian's defense. Yeah, there's no way you live an Earthquake, bro. Not at 52. I'm an Adamant Dog Trio. Very interesting decision to give me Zacian like that. At worst, he can go Ditto and try to play this speed time. I'm winning it though, because this was reckless as hell. Boy got lucky. I got really lucky there. But it is what it is, because Eternatus gets knocked here, forcing that, and now you're at a spot where I'll force the Roost. I'll force the Roost here. Stuff, right? Because no, I'll force the Roost. I'm faster. Okay, that's good information, because it's gonna happen again. Oh, I'm faster. The Flamethrower makes sense. So since I'm faster with Vel, I'm probably faster with Nick. But now he's getting comfortable to where he's like, okay, alright, I got you. He made the good play on the pressure. The problem with this is if you're yeah, I think I'm completely fine with that. Because now you're low-key ogre food. A few turns, good play. Yeah, good play. I can get out of it. I just gotta time my Sunsteel strikes right, and that was a huge misplay there. Cause now I force you to stand, cause I know how you play now. I'm gonna force you to attack me, and I'm gonna toxic you here. Yep, and that's gonna make a huge difference. Because I'm starting to read his Eternatus, the Oxford Ditto, which is a complete misplay. Well, I guess if he toxics, it's not. Which I'm open to at this point. I don't think he would, because he loses too much. Yeah, let's force that Eternate. What? Come on, Ho-Oh, get something here. Come on, Ho-Oh, get something here. Jesus. I disagree with that. Okay, my man is playing like a damn, like, basically right there, he would have traded Necrozma, and he can't stop me from defogging. You know what I'm saying? But Necrozma never needs to come out. Like, Necrozma is one of his best Necrozma answers. So, you know, whatever, he has to go for the healing here. But now at this point, I just need to condition him. Yep. Just need to condition you. And because my Necrozma always beats his, my Ho always beats his Ditto. I'm doing 53. Yeah, we just always EQ here. Condition him. Get this free leftovers. Because if he switches out into Veltal now, Flamethrower is doing. If he switches to Vel, yeah. Because what I'm trying to do here is, yeah, I knew you'd sack Necrozma. It's actually really bad that he got rocks up there. Should have EQ'd that turn instead of polishing. Upside is I know he has to EQ. Otherwise, because my Ho always defeats this. Let's see, if he Sunsteel Strike locks, then I win if I stay in. Because I don't go down to EQ either, but I need my Necrozma. Because I have one more Sunsteel Strike. Me having the Toxic on a Veltal is a big deal. To me, I do think he's going to stand and go for... Let me think. If I sack a Veltal on his Sunsteel Strike Earthquake, I go Ho-Oh, I recover. I go Ho-Oh, I recover. As he goes to his Eternatus. And so when that matchup comes up again, he's gonna Flamethrower. I'm so mad he won the speed time Ditto, because that's just an unnecessary risk. Especially because I think he's oh no, it was Boots. I just knocked his item off. Never mind. I thought he was Shed Shell. So I guess he's figured, okay, fuck it, I'm gonna leave the game on the line so that I don't get Kyogre swept. Just based on how I play, I'm gonna think he's gonna Sunsteel Strike, but he Earthquakes. Good play, good play. But as I figured, Ditto takes way more. Ho gets to defog. Now things get interesting because I need to burn the Eternatus, but I only have one Sacred Fire left, you know. If I got the burn on Eternatus, then Kyogre could do a little bit more in this game. And so this is gonna come down to some heavy outplaying. To some heavy outplaying. Because there's no drawback to him toxicking here. Yeah. Should never flamethrower. Dynamax cannon. That didn't even make sense. The reason I'm saying that is there's just no upside. Like for example here, if I freeze, he loses. Or if I was spexed. Right. So I'm gonna crit for a freeze fish. Yeah, stay like. Give me the roll. Oh my fuck, yes. Yes. That was just he had the game if he played that Eternatus wisely. Like, shouldn't leave any room open for luck. Now I could have switched out the Necrozma there and all that fun stuff, for sure. This is a speed tie again. If he wins this one, then you know he has the potential to win with Origin Pulse. Nope. Kyogre said, "I've had enough of your shit." You won the first speed tie, bro. Come on. But if I was Specs Ogre, he would have given me Freemon's, because he never knew if I was Specs or Scarf, right? So that's it. That you just don't want to put yourself in a situation like that. Justice, you won the first speed tie. Nah. But you shouldn't. Don't ever open yourself up for luck. And Sucker Punch is obviously relevant, especially because I'm faster on my Vel. Yeah, it's a tough loss to take, my man. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. That's where we're gonna leave it. We got clobbered by Zekrom. I played that last game sloppily. I could have won a little more cleanly. In just prioritizing catching the Eternatus. How did I lose Palkia? To the Zacian, right? He had SD. Yeah, that's what it was. I'm like, how could he have muscle past my Palkia? But yeah, SD Zacian. I need to remember that, you know, regular Zacian learns that. Because it doesn't look like it should. It just looks like a dog. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I had a blast. Hit the like button. And yeah, great things coming. See you in the next video.